Welcome back, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I clean and cook my collard greens. I've got about, you can do these in the sink if you want to. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I'm going to do mine in this bowl. So I've got about 3 cups of water. And to that, I'm going to add about a third of a cup of vinegar. Just good old-fashioned vinegar. Nothing special about it, just some good old white vinegar, okay? And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do from here. So I'm going to get a batch of greens over, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. All right, there's a few ways that you can get the, I don't like the stem. All that stem there, I don't like it. And it's up to you. You can take it and break it down like this. There's several ways that you can do this. And I'll show you a couple. And then you get it off of there. There's your stem. Don't need it, don't want it, okay? And then you can take your greens, and these are pretty dirty, and these are collard greens. And then you just roll them up, and you slice them up. Just that easy, just that simple. And yes, you'll see some dirt on these, which is why, another reason why I use the vinegar when I'm cleaning mine, okay? Just roll them up, take those, put them in that water. And then another way that you can do your greens, you can just simply take a knife and go along the side there, or you can even use your cooking shears if you got the cooking shears, and get that stem off of there. Because like I said, that stem is not where it's at, not for me, okay? And like I said, you can use it if you want to, completely up to you. I don't like the stem in my greens, and like I said, that's, again, completely and totally up to you. And I've got 6 bunches that I'm going to be cooking and cleaning. So I'm going to get them in this water first, swish them around a few times, and I'm going to let them sit in that solution for at least 30 minutes, and swishing them every 5 minutes in between that time, okay? And then, you know, you got the good old-fashioned way that they used to show us how to do the greens. Just take the stem and just pull it. See that? Just pull it off of there. I'm going to take that piece. I want that too. And you just pull it off. That's another way to do it. And roll it up and slice it up. Okay? So I'm going to continue to keep doing this. And then when I'm ready to go to the next step, I'll show you. Okay? So all I'm doing is removing the stem from it, swishing it around in that water. Okay? And like I said, there are several ways to do this. There is no wrong way. Just get that stem off there, because we do not want that stem. Okay? We do not. So I'm going to continue to keep doing this. And then when I'm ready to go to the next step, I'll come back and show you where we're at. Okay? Okay, I've got those greens in that bowl, submerged in that water. And we're going to let them sit in there for 30 minutes. And then we're going to start cooking it. And I'm going to also show you the meat that I'm going to use. All right. I'll be back. All right. This was a 2-pack of smoked turkey legs. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this other one out, rinse it off, and put it in the pot. And I'll be right back. All right. And to this pot, I'm going to add 2 cartons of chicken broth, chicken stock, whichever one you want to use. And we're going to get that to boiling, so that as I add those greens, they can slowly start to wilt down. You can absolutely use water if you want to, but me, myself, flavor on flavor on flavor. Okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Flavor on flavor on flavor. And you can use ham. You can use a ham hock. You can use any piece of meat you want. I just prefer the smoked turkey or the smoked wings, just because I love the flavor that it gives off. But like I said, it's one of those times you use what you want to use. Anything will do. I mean, as far as the broth as well, you can use chicken broth, vegetable broth. Either one of those will do. So we're going to bring that to a bowl, and we're going to go over here and rinse off these greens. I'll be right back. Now, to these greens, I have them in my little strainer that hooks to my sink. And I'm just going to give these a good rinse. Give them a good, really good rinse. Okay? Rinse off some excess dirt that may have gotten in there. So I'm going to do this for a couple of minutes, just to rinse them really well. Because I like flavor, but I don't like dirt flavor. So I'm going to give these a good rinse, and I'm going to move them around a little bit and rinse them. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'll be right back. And I wanted you to see just how dirty that water is. See why we soak them and rinse them? This is why. That is definitely flavor, but not the flavor we want. Okay? That's how dirty they are. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and get some in the pot. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to put some in. I'm going to go back over to the sink once the other one's off. Okay? Now this isn't boiling like it should be, but it'll be just fine. Because I'm going to go ahead and get over and get those other ones cleaned up. All right? And I'm sure there's a million ways that people do their greens. And that's fine. I'm just showing you how I do mine. So, there you go. All right? And I'm going to put the lid on it so it'll cook up faster and wilt down faster. And I'll be back. Now, to these greens, I will be adding half of this bag. And this is a half-gallon bag. And I told you how I cut up my onions and my bell peppers and I put them in the freezer. And that way they're always waiting on me. Okay, so I'm going to put half this bag in there as well. I'll be right back. And I will also be adding a tablespoon of Mrs. Dash, garlic salt, and some steak seasoning. Use any seasonings you want. These are the ones that I'll be using. And I will say, you'd rather add not enough seasoning and have to add some as they cook, as opposed to over seasoning them. Keeping in mind, I'm using the smoked turkey leg, so that's going to add some seasoning to mine as well. Okay, so that's why I'm only adding a tablespoon now, and I'll taste them and see where they're at, and then if I need to, I'll season some more. So that was a tablespoon of each one of those seasonings. I'm going to give this a zhuzh, and then we're going to let her cook for 2 hours. I'll be back. And that will be with the lid on. All right, this is what 2 hours look like. And it's really truly up to you on how soft and how tender you want your greens to be. Now, you can stop cooking at this point, but me, I want mine a little bit more tender. And I am cooking this on a medium heat with the lid on. So I'm going to let mine go for another 2 hours, because that's just because I like mine super, super tender. But like I said, you could take them out now and eat them at this point if you want to. But I'm going to go another 2 hours, and then I'm going to plate them up and let you see what they look like. And I'll also take that turkey leg and break it up. All right? I'll be back. And this is stirring every 30 minutes. I come in and I stir every 30 minutes. All right. And there they are. That's after 4 hours. Now, I will be putting these greens in the freezer. And then when Christmas gets here, I'll be bringing them back out, putting them in the pot, and I'll let them slow cook for 2 more hours to get them a little bit more tender. I like mine extra tender. All right? Things made easy with Gigi all day, every day. And see, just take that turkey and break it up. Put it in with those greens with a little bit of cornbread, and oh my goodness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You know Gigi. You'll see her in the next one. Take care, you guys.